1-6-2-5 is the most common progression in jazz. That's why I spend so much time on all these options that you can do. So even within songs that you can, don't be fooled. Know that this is 1-6-2-5. Know that this is 1-6-2-5. Know that this is 1-6-2-5. Well, that's literal. That is 1-6. You can hear the bass line. But know those subs, or even this, 3-6-2-5. That's a substitute for 1-6-2-5. So it's nice to know, that way when you're memorizing a song, you're like, oh, that's just rhythm changes, essentially. So again, the bigger picture is, hey, go back and really master rhythm changes. Study Gershwin's I Got Rhythm. You and I, we're just like a couple of tots running across the meadows, picking up lots of forget-me-nots. You make me feel so young. Hey everybody, welcome to today's tune. It's You Make Me Feel So Young, a la Frank Sinatra. Let's get started. Basic movement is you're taking your one chord, you're turning it to dominant. When that happens, you can really bet that it's going to go to the 4 chord. Okay, and that's where it goes. And the 4 chord can be a major 7 or a major 6. Okay, the 1 chord and the 4 chord can always be either a major 7 or a major 6. It kind of depends on what your flavor is. So check it out. Here would be the basic change. A flat major 7, A flat dominant 7, and then the 4, D flat major 7. Now generally, again, in kind of a rhythm changes, that would go to minor. That's quite often, or you could even go to the flat 7 dominant if you want it bluesy. I'm not going to go there now. But another common substitute, which I use in this, because, well, that's what's on, you can hear the bass on the Sinatra recording, is D diminished, sharp 4 diminished. So check it out. I'm not going to do the C half dim. I'm just going to turn it to dominant. However, if you want more bass line movement, this is where you can now substitute the half diminished chord on the 3rd. So that kind of C minor 7 flat 5 is basically a substitute for A flat 9. Now I'm putting the A flat in the bass, but I want to get rid of the A flat so it sounds like the bass is doing this. And then now the chords would be this: A flat 6, C half diminished, D flat major 7, D dim 7. Or A flat major 7. This is where I'm saying there's options. Every time I see you grin. Or, check out, I'm going to do another fancier way, staying all on the 6th string. Every time I see you grin. That was kind of more of a Freddie Green style. I did A flat 6. Then I did A flat slash C. Instead of the C minor 7 flat 5. So it's just kind of an inversion, bass line movement. And then the D flat 6. I just stick to the symbols because of the ease of the program. If I'm writing it out by hand, I would often put A dim 7 instead of circle 7. The C half diminished, meaning the circle line through it. Sometimes I'll write C MI 7 flat 5. That's a lot more work to write, but I'm just so used to writing out the full abbreviated chord name, with the MI 7, meaning minor 7 flat 5. Not everybody really knows those symbols, so I think more people are literal. They want to know C minor 7 flat 5 instead of, wait, what's this circle with a line through it? C minor 7 flat 5, aka C half diminished 7. 1-6-2-5 is the most common progression in jazz. That's why I spend so much time on all these options that you can do. So even within songs that you can, don't be fooled. Know that this is 1-6-2-5. this is 1-6-2-5. Know that this is 1-6-2-5. Well, that's literal. That is 1-6. You can hear the bass line. But know those subs, or even this 3-6-2-5. That's a substitute for 1-6-2-5. So it's nice to know, that way when you're memorizing a song, you're like, oh, that's just rhythm changes, essentially. And then, depending on who you're playing with, or the version, or the arranger, you're going to see variations on 1-6-2-5. So this song here, the A section, is essentially 1-6-2-5, which is essentially rhythm changes. And even that bass line movement. In every moment that you speak, hide and seek, the moon just, you know, it's basically that rhythm changes chord section for the chord progression for the A section, rhythm changes. So again, the bigger picture is, hey, go back and really master rhythm changes. You know, study Gershwin's I Got Rhythm. You can go, and then you can go.
You make me feel so spring has sprung, and every time I see you grin, I'm such a happy individual.
Sheet, you'll see it as E flat minor 7 to A flat 7, where it goes, you and I, we're just like a couple of tots. That's just all A flat 7. When you have a 2-5 movement, the big picture is, hey, it's just you're on a dominant chord. So this is where, again, I'm saying the B section, the 1 chord, A flat, is now dominant. They're prepping it by putting that E flat 7 where on the word balloon, balloon, and then you and I. So a great trick, again, this ties into the pedal tone concept. Instead of going 2-5, 2-5, 2-5, in this case, E flat minor 7, A flat 7, A flat minor 7, back and forth. To create a really neat effect, like a suspended feeling, you just pedal tone, you pedal on the 5, which is A flat 7 in this case. You and I, we're just like a couple of tots. Okay, so again, I'm just holding A flat in the bass, and the trick is, here's the trick, you play a triad a whole step below, major triad, a whole step below the chord. So here's A flat, like, it's gonna sound like this. Songs like that. Basically, this is the easiest way to think of it. Think of like, hey, like in just really triads. The 5 chord is major, 4 chord is major. But by playing the 4 chord, the major triad with the 5 in the bass, that now creates a 9 sus4. I'm gonna walk you through why. Picking up lots of forget-me-nots. 2-5. Just picking up lots of forget-me-nots. Or if you wanted to get fancy, picking up